Okay, you guys. Hello, everyone. I am back for another video. I hope you all are having, make sure y'all are straight. Hi. Hello, everyone. How are you this evening? So I assume y'all can hear me, right? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Let me know. Awesome. Okay, so you guys, first, before I get started, this is a requested video from my Patreon community. So this video is from one of my Patreon members. I have a fashion community, and I also have a community for women who aspire to be married or women who are married. So if you need help with your style, if you need help with learning how to be more feminine to get what you want in life, we are starting the Femininity Challenge Part 2 in the community. We also have a Facebook level for those of you who want to take it a step up, where we post our outfits daily or weekly, or however often you want to post your outfits and get feedback from me and the other members of the group. And it is a community for women who are trying to level up, and leveling up is very important spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, fashion-wise, love-wise. In every aspect of our life, we should be evolving. I know I have evolved over the years, and now that I'm a woman in my late 30s, I've learned a lot and I've made a lot of mistakes. And so now I kind of want to have a community of women where I can share mistakes that I've made, and I can also share how I've leveled up and how I'm living the life that I love to live now. My life is pretty good, you know. Nothing is ever perfect, and I'm definitely on the journey. But I think being open to learning from older women, I respect older women. And learning from women who are more successful than me, I think is always a good way to level up. So the fashion community is open for you to join. That is why I'm doing this video. I am only going to answer, yes, I'm going to do a whole video about books. I'm working on that, girl. I'm working on that. Thank you for reminding me. The community is open, and it is a great community if you know you need to change your life, if you need to step up your game. It's a great place to be with like-minded women, and we really need spaces like this online because there's a lot of foolishness online right now. Okay, so this is a requested video, like I said, from one of my Patreon members from the Naturally Fashionable fashion community. And I'm only going to answer one part of this question, and then I'm going to do the rest of this video through clips in the fashion community. So whoever requested this, I can't remember. Thank you so much for requesting this video, and you can continue to watch part 2 of this video in our private community. I'm only going to go over one major factor that's going to change your life and let you know if you look good or not. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy that that advice you were able to gain something from that advice. Okay, so the question from my Patreon member, I'm only going to do one part of the answer here on YouTube for everyone. And then for you girls that are in the private community, we're going to continue to have that discussion in our community. And you guys are welcome to join. The links to my community are in the description box. Okay, so the question is, how do I know if I look good? Am I truly fashionable? And I thought, wow, this is a really amazing question. And when I think of my journey with fashion and the journey that I'm still on with fashion, by no means have I arrived. And I don't think I will ever arrive in the area of fashion. I think fashion is something where you're going to be evolving. You're going to evolve with age. You're going to evolve with maturity. You may evolve with career. Your fashion may also evolve when you're dating and you're ready to attract high quality men. So your fashion will change from time to time based on where you're at in life, okay? So there are a lot of factors to consider with that. So first of all, we're not really talking about sexual attraction in this video, although that could play a part, but sexual attraction, physical attraction is a different topic because men are attracted to different things, but there is a standard of beauty. There will always be some form of standard of beauty, I believe. Even though we know that society is more open to women who have different looks, different body shapes and body types, and that is a wonderful thing. And men like different things, but overall, I think men like a woman who takes care of herself, who looks good, who's feminine. If we're talking about masculine men, I'm always talking about masculine men, to make that clear. I am not talking about men who are more on the feminine side. I'm talking about masculine men. Masculine men, one of their major priorities is a woman who is feminine. Also a woman who keeps herself up. Not to say you have to look like any particular thing, but you need to keep yourself up, body wise, face wise, hair wise, that in ways that will attract that ideal man. But we're not talking about that type of attraction here. Here we're talking about just how do you know that you are presenting yourself in a way that is attractive, that people admire, that people respect, and you know, how do you make that decision for yourself? Because here's the thing, we're all biased. When it comes to us, we think we look great, okay? I hear women all the time online say how fine they are, how attractive they are, you know, how cute they think they look. And, you know, even I think I'm pretty cute, you know. I don't think I say it often, but I try to let other people give me compliments. I think that is the most ladylike way to live, is like let other people compliment you more than you compliment yourself. Every now and then it's okay to toot your own horn. But I look at complimenting yourself a lot as a form of insecurity and low self-esteem. Because when you feel good, you don't have to announce that to people all of the time. It will just reflect in how you carry yourself. So what I will say about this is, if you want to know if you look good, this is my answer for YouTube, and then I'm going to continue this video in our private community. My answer for YouTube is, do people compliment you? I mean, this is the most basic way to know if you look good or if you are a fashionable woman. And I'm not talking about your friends. And I don't mean to be funny, but most of you guys have friends that are going to lie to you, meaning they love you. They're either going to lie to you for two reasons. Your friends are going to either lie to you because they love you, and because they love you, they may not tell you the truth. So you might ask your friend, hey, do I look great in this outfit? They're probably going to say yes, or girl, yeah, you look good, girl, you look good. You know, that could be because they love you and they don't want to hurt your feelings, and they just don't have enough guts to say, well, that dress is really clinging to your back fat, or your stomach looks really, really large in that dress, or it's making you look short, or those shoes are turned over, or that dress is faded. You know, they're not going to tell you the truth a lot of the time. So you don't want to look at your friends for compliments. Those are the worst people to ask in most cases. Also, you may have friends that are your frenemies, meaning like you may think they are a friend, but they might be jealous of you. They may not want you to look better than them. And I'm not saying this is everyone. I'm just saying that you have to be careful when you take fashion advice from your friends, because they're not objective. So when I say you need to be complimented, I mean people who are not your friends. I would almost trust family over friends because I find my family members are the ones who hurt my feelings the most. So my mom, my sister, they're going to tell me pretty bluntly how they think I look. They tell me if they like my outfits and they tell me if they don't like my outfits. So I would think family is good to trust because families usually don't mind hurting your feelings. But friends, I wouldn't trust with fashion advice. I just wouldn't. And so if you want to know if you look good, if you want to know if you're fashionable, for my YouTube people, we're going to take this into my private community after this video. The number one tip I would give you is look around, and on a weekly or daily basis, are you receiving compliments? So are you receiving compliments from men? Are you receiving compliments from your coworkers? Are you receiving compliments from your family? Are random women walking up to you and saying, hey, I love your skin, or hey, I love your makeup look, or hey, I love those shoes, or hey, I love your dress, or I love how you did your hair? You know, are men telling you you're beautiful? Or men trying to talk to you? Are they trying to entertain you? These are clear indicators if you look good. Now, there is an exception to this rule with men. If men are complimenting and you but you're dressed very provocatively, meaning like your top is very low cut, you're showing a lot of chest, your skirts are very short, you're wearing a very extremely tight dress, you're just dressing provocative, well then that doesn't mean you look good. That probably means they think you're easy, and so they're going to give you a compliment to see if they can sleep with you. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those of you who are fully dressed. I'm talking about when you go to work, when you run your errands, you know, when you're out and about in your everyday life, not dressed provocatively. If people really compliment you all of the time, and it doesn't have to be every day, even if it was once a week or it was twice a week, if people are complimenting you, you know you're in the right direction with your fashion. And that would indicate to you that you stand out enough to be complimented, but your fashion or your style is not so wild and out there where people just think you're weird and you're strange. And some people don't care about this. You know, I don't think everyone has to believe the way I believe. My beliefs come from being able to understand that there's a certain way that the world operates, and I plan to get everything that I want from it. So if that means I have to conform my style to a certain way to attract the right people into my life and to build relationships with the right type of people and to get the right type of imagery, that's what I'm going to do, because I'm going to make all the money I can make. I'm going to get all the gifts I can get from my husband. I'm going to get every bit of enjoyment that this life has to offer me, and nothing and no one's opinions are going to stop that. God put me here for a reason. I have a purpose, just like he put you here for a reason, and I am going to do what it takes to get what I want. And so I understand that there are certain fashions and there's certain ways that I can't carry myself because that's not my circle. That's not the kind of life I'm looking for. I'm looking for a different type of life. So just be mindful of that you have to understand what your goals are. When we're talking about fashion, a lot of people think it's just personal expression. Well, that's the most basic way to think of fashion. But when you think of fashion, you should think of it with the bigger mindset. The bigger mindset should be, am I dressed for how I want people to perceive me? Am I dressed for the career that I am in, or the career that I desire to have while I'm on this journey? You know, am I dressed in a way that's demanding and commanding people to respect me. And I think that that's my philosophy. So I just want to be clear on what my philosophies are. So that's it, you guys. Does anybody have anything to say or a question? And then, because I'm about to hop into my private community, and I'm going to give the last 2 tips on how you know if you look good. But my tip for YouTube is, do people compliment you? Do men compliment you? Does your family compliment you? Do coworkers compliment you? Do strangers off the street compliment you? I get compliments all the time. Not on social media, and also not on social media. I also don't trust social media for compliments either, because people on social media have strange tastes from time to time. Social media is also very niched, meaning let's say, for example, the niche that I was a part of, the plus size niche, you know, people will always tell you, they'll always use those fire emojis, and they always will tell you look great. Even if your stomach is poking out through that dress, or you're showing all of your stretch marks for no apparent reason, or your back fat is hanging all out, or you're wearing a skirt that's way too short because your legs is not your best feature, or you know, you're just doing things that no one would really compliment you on. So I don't trust social media either, unless you have a high quality audience, meaning a high quality audience of maybe working professionals, people that have things going for themselves, successful people. Like, I trust those people, but I don't trust just random people off the internet to tell me I look good. I don't really buy into that. I don't feed into my platform. You know, when people tell me I look good, I just say thank you, and I kind of keep it moving, because that's just, you know, fluff. The internet is it's a lot of fluff. So you want people in real life, in your everyday life, your boss, your coworkers, friends. If you have good quality friends, but you know how I feel about the friends thing, you know, you want good quality people to tell you you look amazing. And so that is how you know if you look good or not, as far as society standards. If no one is complimenting you ever, if no one ever tells you they like your hair, if no one ever tells you they like your makeup, if no one ever tells you they like your shoes, if no one ever gives you any type of compliment ever, that would be an indicator that your fashion sense may be a little too wacky, and maybe a little bit too out there for what you do in your everyday life, or you may be wearing unflattering clothing. They may not fit your body right, or you just might not look polished and put together. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and pop into my private community. If you want to join my private community for fashion lovers and girls that love fashion, and you know, join this journey of us leveling up and getting everything we want and deserve out of life, the link is in the description box below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.